little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will have the ball first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste. And everybody
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Finding an escape route. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wants to throw. It's Bacon. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. They'll leave it with him. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Spartans are marching down the field. Running to Green. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield.
It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. There's the pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Gentry. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've had some early score. Breaks into the open. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Carr. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Bacon. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
One one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Running back searching for a hole. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bacon. He'll heave it deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And how about that play by the free safety? You sort of got the feeling somebody's band was going to be playing after that one. Big gamble by the defense.
Yeah, and great job timing it up and catching them off guard, bringing the blitz. It is. You say that because I get it. It's high risk, high reward. That time, high reward, getting the sack.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Bacon. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here for the offense. The short hands, it's Carr. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this meat. There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Give to the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's a reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Gentry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might want another play. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Hart. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Bacon. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They go to the draw. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cooks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Finding open areas. It's a fumble on the play. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Cooks. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going right to work up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Dalton. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking for a gap, it's Hart. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Pressure coming. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Looking for blockers. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the single back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Harden. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Quarterback keeps it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Leaves it with the back.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Hart. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hart. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This defense trying to stand tall. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 12 over Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Scanning the field, it's Bacon. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wall. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Wall. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. This guy can throw it. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Punt is in the air on 4th down. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Works the middle of the field. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw, it's Bacon. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Going to sling it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Wall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive, turning it on! Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking for room, it's Hart. Hard running there. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Dalton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught, close to the marker, it's Dalton. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's fired. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little screen to the running back. He's past the 30. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Bacon. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. To the air on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much, just brutal. They're trailing by 17 to Colorado. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Spartans racing to the line in a hurry up. Dropping back, it's Bacon. the heat. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They're stopped behind the line again, this time back at the 2-yard line. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Bacon. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home a mighty Paul Bunyan trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.